Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
What's going on YouTube? This is going to be a little bit different kind of a video. I'm going to use what I've seen in Patrick Graham's defense last year to kind of convince people that Micah Parsons would be a good pick. Now, he's not my number one guy there, but as I've done some more tape from last year, as I've looked at this, I think Micah Parsons will really be a good fit, and I'm excited to show you guys why I believe he could be a great fit. So, what I want you guys to do is just look at the alignment of this defense. This is a defense where we have Leonard Williams at nose tackle, who doesn't play nose tackle every possession. You have you got Blake Martinez lined up right in the B gap. You got Carter Coughlin lined up in the A gap. So your linebackers are pretty spaced out, and you got two of them on the defensive line, pretty much. So I love Micah Parsons in these kinds of situations. I think this is what he does best. And I think this is also what Carter Coughlin does best. Blitzing from the inside, blitzing from different directions, running and hitting. And that's the same thing that Micah Parsons does great. So you're going to see Carter Coughlin just pretty much be aggressive, blitz, and eventually get in on his sack. I loved his tenacity last year. He had a couple of really good games, really underrated games. And I think this will easily be able to translate over when you're thinking of Micah Parsons as the New York Giant. So I want you guys to see this play where he ends up getting his sack on Tom Brady and just think about how this will translate over. More things I want to cover right here. Jabril Peppers right here is 21. A lot of Giants fans, and including myself, have concerns about any kind of linebacker that we would have on third down with Blake Martinez, especially if we thought that they would be a pass coverage guy, which some people project Micah Parsons to be in the long term because of athleticism, but he's not there right now. But he is there as an attacker. But just side note, if we were to get a linebacker, they would pretty much be in the spot where Jabril Peppers is if we were to get a coverage style kind of linebacker, because that he plays our nickel backer position. But this solves it, because we're going to have, first off, we can still have our other two safeties. Julian Love is probably going to be a bench guy or a corner guy, who knows. But it's probably going to be Xavier McKinney, Logan Ryan, and Jabril Peppers. Now, you make that extra time to get a Micah Parsons on the field, so that way you kind of have four kind of safety level movers on that field at the same time. Four explosive 4-4-4-3 kind of guys on the field at the same time. So this can be a really devastating kind of defense. So I'm going to run this, and just think about if Micah Parsons is in this defense, you're getting similar results. You're getting this kind of pressure more often than not. So let's run this here. Carter Coughlin is just lined up right over the guard right now, and he's going to get some pressure from the middle of the field. Fight, be relentless, and eventually get this sack. So this is exactly what you want when you send a linebacker blitzing in the middle of the field. He's relentless. He is all over the place, and he's in on this sack to Tom Brady. And again, this is exactly what we need. If we could get any kind of a pass rush to help out with what Leonard Williams is going to bring along, that's going to be great. And I think that Micah Parsons can be an upgrade in this position that we use Carter Coughlin in day one. He can be an upgrade day one. So here, Parsons is lined up pretty much at the same area. This time he's got guys in front of him, but you guys get the point. This is pretty much the exact same kind of assignment that they're asking him to do, which is take on a guard, beat that guard, and get to the quarterback. And nobody in college football did that better from the linebacker position, from the inside linebacker position, than Micah Parsons. He's going to make a straight shot right for the guard, and he's not going to waste any motion getting there. So let's just watch this and just watch the speed and power and efficiency that he can blitz with, especially as a member of Patrick Graham's defense. So let's watch. He's just going to beat that guy and just immediately get in the backfield and get a nice hit on the quarterback. Now, that ball ended up getting completed, but you guys get the gist. He's someone that can get this pressure and get this pressure in a hurry. So another thing I want you all to see is just gap mobility. I don't know if that's a real term. I'm not a football coach, but gap mobility, this is what I'm going to call this, is he can blitz from any gap. He can move all over the place. He can show you different looks, which is something that Patrick Graham definitely wants to do. Coach Chaos is Micah Parsons' old coach, and he definitely is going to be able to communicate that Micah Parsons can do this at a high level. So you're going to see Parsons come from this spot where he's at now, number 11, and he's going to swoop around and not get pressure because the quarterback is pretty much away from that spot, but definitely put pressure on this right tackle. So let's watch this right here. You're just going to see him kind of swoop around and get there in a blink. And these are the things that we asked Carter Coughlin to do. He's just going to, again, did he get a sack? No, but it shows that he can do these things. It shows that he can, swoop around and make these kind of plays. All right, Carter Coughlin here. And what he's going to do is sort of the opposite of what Parsons did. He's starting on the edge instead of starting in the middle. And he's just going to track Russell Wilson. And he did this at a high level last year against Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson basically couldn't scramble anywhere. But what happened is when he went against guys like Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson, he was just a step too slow. And Micah Parsons will not be a step too slow. So Carter Coughlin spying this guy right here. He's pretending like he's going to rush. And he's going to end up not sacking him, but getting him for just a 1 yard gain. So let's watch him here at the top of the defensive line. And he's just going to pretend that he's blitzing and then end up making this play. So you're going to just watch him basically just bluff a blitz and then just track down Russell Wilson, get him for 1 yard. Let's watch this from the second angle. Again, you got 49 here. Real multiple kind of defense that we played, and this helps out a lot with the way we can use Micah Parsons. So you're just going to see a bluff, and then just imagine if this isn't Carter Coughlin running him down, this is Micah Parsons. So this is how we can possibly use him. So now we got Parsons again, and he's going to put a lot of pressure on this center, kind of hit him with a swim move, and go get this quarterback. And these kind of plays are self-explanatory, no major analysis is needed right here. He's just going to just swim away from this center and get this sack. And it just shows this is exactly how we use Carter Coughlin. And this idea just popped into my head today. I just thought about it and I said, I don't really see a space for Micah Parsons to be able to attack like the way he does in this defense because we have our safeties out there. We have Martinez that we like to attack with. But Carter Coughlin definitely was used this way. And I think we can definitely use Micah Parsons in the exact same way. So, I mean, just watch it one more time. He can be asked to do this on a regular basis here. So to kind of round everything out, I think that Micah Parsons can be an amazing player in this defense. As you see in this alignment that I just have just plastered on the screen, he can be an amazing player for us. Lining right up where Carter Coughlin is, even lining up on the edges, lining up pretty much everywhere. I think he can be an amazing player, attacking, having just one man that he has to worry about because he has to work on his instincts. He's only been playing linebacker for a couple of years. So I just have to make sure Russell Wilson doesn't get out of the pocket. I have to make sure he doesn't beat a scrambler. I have to make sure, that this quarterback doesn't go crazy. Or, I have to make sure that Mahomes can't just, jog around the field and throw a bomb. Or I have to just watch this running back coming out of the backfield. I can do that. I have the athleticism to do it. Or I just have to just go attack. Just go attack, get the quarterback or get the running back in the backfield, just attack. And he can do all of that at a high level. And that's exactly what we asked Carter Coughlin to do. And the success that we have from Carter Coughlin, who is a above average athlete, definitely, and who I think is a good player, we could massively upgrade that position and get so many more big plays just by inserting an elite talent who can eventually improve and become that instinctual 3-down, all-purpose kind of linebacker. I think that we can definitely do that with Micah Parsons. So you guys let me know what you think of this. I kind of wanted to just, do something different. And I think Micah Parsons could actually fit in a lot better than what I thought he could at first. So if you made it this deep into the video, I'm calling you a D6 squad member. If you're a D6 squad member, you got to hit that subscribe button. You got to turn on that notification bell. And listen, I make all kinds of content for NFL teams. So if you're not a Giants fan, don't worry. I'll cover your team. If I'm not covering your team, let me know. And have a good one.